And I may come off as a bit frustrated, as a bit bitter, as a bit sarcastic. That's because I am. That's because I am too part of this human X factor that we're all enduring. And I think that it's just, we've done shows called The Boiling Point, where you hit your nth degree. Your internal temperature is at max. What do you think COVID fatigue is all about, folks? COVID fatigue is enough of being enough. It's sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, and I think a big thing that you're kind of touching on is you're not discrediting what's happening.
Absolutely not.
It's 100% overwhelming, challenging, difficult, asking more than almost ever before. But we also have to think about this as these things weren't necessarily considered when the choices are made. When choices are made, we look to say, okay, this is what the facts say, not how these are going to affect. In terms of change management, a lot of change management people will talk about this and know about this. So I can go to a company and I can say, you know what, if we put these things into place for your company, let's say it's a scarf manufacturing company, the holidays are coming up. Let's say it's a scarf manufacturing company. And I go to this company and say, if you change this part of your product line, it's going to improve revenue by 30%. Now that is a significant margin. The people who are at the top are looking at that significant margin. So if we make that shift, okay, we get our bonuses up, we get our income up, we get the revenue up, we're going to sell more scarves, our customers are going to be happier. But what's not always considered is the line worker, who that's going to affect, who's been there for 30 years doing it the same way and now has to change up their system that they're going to deem as either more challenging, slower, even though the facts say that it's going to improve 30%. So I'm going to show him all the data. I'm going to show him all the stuff, how it's going to improve it. It might even improve his salary. But you know what? After a week, that guy's going to be fed up. That woman's going to be fed up. They're going to be sick and tired because emotion plays a role in decisions. And it's not something that's always considered when we're making choices, because just because the facts say that that's going to be better does not mean that it's always better for the individual. And those are the secondary effects that also need to be considered in a change situation. And I think those were neglected throughout this entire process and are continuing being neglected in terms of, yes, the facts say less people will transmit if certain things shut down. And 100%, you want to be safe. But at the same time, what does that do? What are the emotions? How does that affect people? What are the secondary contributions? What is this going to do to a culture and society that now has to make a shift versus just the facts?
It's going to disable us. It already has.